All right, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Hi, Forbus is back. Oh wait, hold on. You gotta get sophisticated on these hams.
Hi.
I Mr. Incredible with the shades in the front, man. I mean, I gotta make things work, man.
I got you.
Maurice, my brother.
What up, boss?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
No.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes.
ChannelForbus on behalf of the Mr. Incredible Show, still a part of the Mr. Incredible Show, universemiami.com. Everybody here, welcome. This is going to be a new sidebar series. The drink is going to come sooner or later. But once again, we have Maurice, repeat offender of the Mr. Incredible Show.
All day, every day.
All day, every day, repping North Carolina.
That's the fam.
You know what I'm saying? So first off, I would say, once again, thank you for, inviting us to your beautiful, humble abode. You know what I mean? Shout out to Andrea as well.
Yeah, shout out to my bae over there, you know.
Ooh. Know what I'm saying?
The beautiful Mrs. Naturally Dope. Anyway.
Before we do anything else, congratulations. The growth has been exponential. The growth has been ridiculous.
Thank you.
You're still raspy. You know what I mean?
Gotta be.
Still raspy, flashy, and sexy.
It's natural. That's just me.
It's natural swag.
You know what I'm saying? That aggression, it shows the hunger.
Ain't no plug.
I mean, ain't no plug, nah, nigga.
You never got no drugs.
You ain't no plug.
What you been up to, man? Because, Cases movie's out.
Yeah, first episode, go check that out on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So we got Cases episode 1 out. And then Top Down is the intro song. It's Maurice featuring Kimosabi.
Oh, Kimosabi.
You know, so this moves on that. That's gonna blow. Let's doing big things. Shout out to my big bro, Southern Boy. Shout out to Quicksand. Shout out to Track. That's a team, you know what I'm saying?
So when it comes down to actually, putting these things together, we've had personal discussions before as far as being able to actually have the right team work together. Within your team, you're gonna have certain frictions, and then especially now with COVID going on, unfortunately, is gonna limit a few of these things. I mean, what's in your mental headspace here?
As far as when it comes to the team and with this COVID situation is you gotta find other ways to move, you know what I'm saying? Even though you can't do shows and stuff, people are taking more onto social media, So visuals is a big thing. You can promote a lot. People don't have nothing to do, so they constantly streaming on their phone. So this is the perfect time to create new content.
Or get in trouble.
If you focus, you're going to create good content. If you're not, then you're going to get in trouble. So stay focused, please.
But if you focus on causing trouble.
Nah, don't do that. Because then you're just a destructive person. You don't want to be that.
Hey, Trump's president.
Oh, Lord.
That's true. But actually, I am.
We're not talking politics. We're talking music.
Lately, I've been on my own way. I'm doing me because that's the only way. Keep it moving, don't be trying to speak.
You've just been quietly going into overtime and overdrive. It's one thing I definitely been admiring about you as far as this is concerned.
Yeah, man, I'm a silent killer, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I had other focuses at the time, but I never stopped making music. So, pretty much I have a lot of unreleased music that I'm gonna put out before I put out this album that I'm working with T-Life. Shout out to T-Life, he produced Top Down and Look Like Me. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. So we working on an album together, and I think I'm 5 singles in right now. We're gonna do probably 10. So we've been really focusing on. We don't want, how people say when they come out with a project they want it to have a certain sound or vibe. Ours is different. We want to have every vibe. So it ain't gonna be you can listen to this album and just catch one vibe. You're gonna be catching multiple vibes. But it's gonna be all good energy type stuff. Positive messages, but bringing it to you in different forms of different types of styles of beats. And even the flows, I do a lot of melodic stuff a little bit more than some I keep raspy, Look Like Me. So I'm just switching it up and then finding a producer that I click with and that's willing, to grind to get where we need to be is where I'm at.
Yeah. I mean, you've always found yourself in different lanes to begin with. You from Carolina boy.
Yeah.
Right, from that first tape.
Yeah.
BBLS. I told you I listen to all of this stuff, man. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I know, man.
I do my research.
That's when I first met you, was right around when we was doing BBLS. That was the first time we we met. So like that just came from me and Kimo Sabi spending so much time at my house in the home studio. We kept like coming up with hooks. So then finally it was like, yo, I'm about to release a project, but I'll put it on hold. Like, let's put something out together. So like, you will have some content, I'll have some new content. Yeah. So it'll both benefit both of us. And then that's how we came up with BBLS. And then of course the reason why I was themed around smoking is because we would be on that level every time we create music. So it was perfect. And most of our themes was marijuana related anyway. So it just like went together. So it's like the ultimate smoke tape, you know? So like still one of the dopest. And once things pop off, people gonna go back and listen to that and just see like how much of a creation it was. Cause it was like when you're in a certain state of life, you know? Like, I guess music is chapters in life. So right. That's how I feel like it is when it comes to my music. It's like it's certain places you were, and now I'm on different levels, so that's why I look like me and Top Down and the other records that's coming out are like different now because it shows the growth back then.
Exactly. Let's Chill is still one of my favorites to watch.
Oh yeah.
Right now, and you the only one I see, nobody but me and you. Alright, and you the only one I need, you ain't even gotta make a sound. Smoking and now so you know that we're blasted. Loving this feeling you give me, we're floating.
Oh yeah, Kimo killed that hook, man.
Boy, that shit was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, when she sung that, cause I remember when she wrote it, she had sung it to me, and I was like, yo, that's your first like hit hook. Like that hook is fire. Like, that's the best hook you wrote. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I was kind of coaching her, mentoring her, and then like she was stepping the hook game up, and then when she came up with that hook and she sung it to me, I was like, yeah, that's fire right there. That's like the best so far out of anything you done that you done like played or sung for me. That was like the dopest.
Exactly.
And like now she like continues. She got an independent project coming out. I want her to get on it. You know what I'm saying? Because we really want to hear it. You know. But she got something she working on, and she got some real dope vibes on there. Like all the ones I heard so far. I'm like, what are you waiting on? Put it out.
Next slide through Kimo Sabi, me and you gotta talk.
Yeah. Put it out.
Views. We gotta talk.
Haze Love.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now speaking of the writing process,
mm-hmm.
because last time we chilled out, the old crib, the old home studio, and you put me up, you put me onto some stuff that you had in the tuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of it's pretty fire, I must say. But one thing I really, really do respect you for, amongst a lot of the artists down here, especially from the South. Well, let's just call it in general because none of the niggas sound like Southern people anyway. You know, everybody trying to sound like the South. Yeah. You write differently. You still write with the '90s mindset of there's a message embedded in every single last one of these things. Even if you're just vibing out, you write to a particular conversation. Yeah. And a thought process.
I do, because I always start off with, usually I start off with the hook, because that's like my strongest point. I mean, like, and it's the hardest part of the song, because it's what people gonna focus on the most. Mm-hmm. So the hook gotta be dope, and then I don't like to repeat the hook, like the same melodies. I like them to switch up, just like when I'm rapping. Right. But that came along with doing music for a while, because when I first started, I couldn't do it. Right. Like I was like, when I listen to my old stuff, bro, I'd be like, damn, I should have had a ghostwriter, man. You know, but like by practicing and just like finding your own lane, because like it's good to like have someone that you mentor or someone you look up to or your idol or whatever, but at the same time you gotta be your own person, because it's already that person out there. Whoever that person you're admiring or you feel like you want to be, or that's your favorite rapper or singer, whatever, she's already out. Mm-hmm. So you can't be the second one of her or the third one or whatever the case may be. You gotta be your own person. So you gotta find a balance, because I see a lot of artists do that. They fall in the lane of someone else, meaning like they try to copy their style versus having their own. Mm-hmm. And that comes with you embedding more time listening to their music than creating your own. You know, so you gotta create. And you can get ideas or vibes or whatever, but just like still let it be your own. Right. Let it be someone else's. So that's like the main thing I would say to people is, you know what I'm saying, spend more time creating and less time like listening to what other people got going on. Yeah. It's gonna throw you off. You know?
Yeah, even for me, right? Even for me as a producer, mm-hmm. and you know, being an ethical troll that I am, I kind of have to. Like, it's almost unavoidable. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah.
especially for me, like, you know, I chop up records. Like, you've heard my chops. You've seen my chops.
Yeah, for sure. But you kind of a DJ too, so you gotta stay in. You DJ, so you're an artist DJ. You're sound engineer. You do videography, so it's like you gotta like balance it out. But see, if you were to
Professional asshole. Let's not forget that. Yeah.
professional asshole. Say like if you wanted to like just focus on, you said, you know what, I only want to do music. You're not going to be more in tune to listening to other people's music.
No, you're definitely not.
So right now, you kind of don't have a choice because you're like a jack of all trades. So, but if you were to say, like, I just want to focus on one thing and say it was music, then you wouldn't be listening to, like, the records like you would. Not saying you wouldn't because you're a fan of music. You would listen to it and get inspiration, but you wouldn't be, like, to the point where you just, like, you would as a DJ or you as a fan would, you know?
It's different hats and different creative spaces almost.
Yes,
you know
yes, it's a difference.
So, since this, right, unfortunately with this pandemic and everybody on the inside, I always encourage people to actually learn something new, get a new skill, learn a new talent, try to tap into your inner child.
Hell yeah.
What have you gained?
Shit, working on this house.
Okay.
That's one thing I gave for sure, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, I would say I learned more about my equipment that I'm recording with, like during this COVID process. Like I've actually like upgraded equipment and then learned different things better on how to record, how certain plugins work. So I tuned in on more on the engineering side because whether you know it or not, I did mix and master Look Like Me, you know what I'm saying? And it was recorded right in my studio. So so you know,
You got a plug?
Oh man, so that's what I've been doing as far as that. So I learned how to upgrade the cribbo and learn how to make the engineering process easier and sound better when it comes to my music. So I found that out. But like, I don't know, man. It's just like even the record that the whole thing came from this pandemic and the whole social injustice and stuff that's going on in the world today.
Powerful
that we
video,
see.
by the way.
Thank you.
Powerful video,
You know what
by
I'm
the
saying?
way.
I really, me and Rich, we put in work. Like, we really thought it out before we shot it. Like, it took just a month just to get all the costumes and all the stuff in stock, you know, because during COVID, it was a back order on everything. Like, it was messing up the shipping and the amount of time, shipping and handling, how long it took to get to you and stuff. But everything worked out for a reason, you know, so I'm blessed.
That's a fact. I mean, it impressed me with that. Like, I knew it would have been dope, but no, I said I knew the video would have been dope, but the whole visual and the whole message and having people of every single walk of color and race in there saying like, I love my skin, like, dude, powerful message, you know what I mean? Also on universemiami.com, you know, currently streaming, so, you know, make sure you
Appreciate
look at
y'all,
that.
salute.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to my bae, she was in there. You see the little goddess, that's my bae right there, little goddess in the video.
Foxy Cleopatra with the AK-47.
Cleopatra.
So now let's talk about other stuff here, because I want to hear exactly where your mind is going on this one here.
Okay.
Because now we see that Kanye is probably the biggest thing in the news.
Yeah.
For trying to get back his masters, pissing on Grammys and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard about it.
The Joe Budden podcast, they jumped off of Spotify after breaking down basically the rules that they actually have for streaming. I don't know if you know about that.
No.
Yeah. So basically, the easy way to break it down is this:
Mm-hmm.
you have the top platform, and they're basically handing you pennies for your hard-earned ownership and own hard work. They're literally just paying you pennies on the dollar, where you're the one who's putting in the money. You're the one who's putting in the time. By the time you put stuff out,
everybody's eating away at it.
Everybody's eating away at it, and they're eating off of your plate, meanwhile collecting.
Like, they're eating better than you.
Exactly.
And you putting in all the work.
Yep. So Kanye's on a whole tirade of trying to get his masters back and trying to give back his shares of
Yeah,
people.
because I know that these artists are feeling it because they ain't able to tour no more. Because you know a lot of their money come off touring.
Right.
So imagine like when you in one of those deals where you don't really have that much ownership of your music, and then like because they don't. The problem is with rappers such as me and everybody else is we don't educate ourselves about the actual industry before we jump in it. We just see like all these artists, they pop in, they look like they spending money, which that's what the labels want you to believe, you know what I'm saying? So you can go do whatever it is, whether it's Hennessy in their hand, you can go buy the Hennessy, or if it's jewelry, you can go buy the jewelry. It's just like, it's a mind game, it's a marketing strategy, and they just use us as the forefronts to make money off of it. But anyway, so dang, I lost my train of thought of what I was gonna say.
As far as owning your masters, like
Oh yeah. So then we don't educate ourselves to know about it. So therefore they rip us off. So like you gotta educate yourself though first at the same time, cause like I have my writers, I own my publishing. You know what I'm saying? So like if a label come to me, we gonna have to talk numbers for real. You know, it ain't gonna be like you can get whatever you want from me and I don't really know what's going on. But I slowly learned the process because I've been in this game for a while, you know. But definitely, you gotta know what you're getting into. So they take advantage of it, and I can see why Kanye is feeling the way he feel. But it took him this long to get woke about it. You know what I'm saying? So imagine he been going this long, and they probably, I always tell, I had a conversation with my girl. I was like, if say Floyd Mayweather or whatever rapper it is, Drake. If Drake got this amount of money, there's someone that's gonna be making way more money than that off of Drake. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if Drake is making 100 million, 200, 300 million. Then there's a dude that's making way more than $300 million off of Drake, whether it's 2 or 3 people or one person. You know what I'm saying? That's how the game goes.
And Drake gets blank checks.
Yeah.
As his budget.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You know, coming back to the whole ownership conversation, how long did it take for you to actually understand what's the business as far as that ownership?
I mean, it took me a while. I still don't completely understand it, but I understand more. Like when it comes to writers' credits and residual income, and owning your publishing, you know, because when you register these tracks, that's what they ask, and usually it's the record labels that own the publishing, so you don't get any of that, you know what I'm saying? Or you get a small little percentage of it. So it's all about like not just signing any deal and then taking a lot of rappers besides the 360 deal or whatever they talk about, but when it comes to like getting their advance, they don't realize that that's like a loan almost.
That's a bank loan.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, if you don't really have a fan base or you really don't got people following you and supporting you and you go blow that money, then you put yourself in debt, you got nothing from it, and then you owe people money, you know what I'm saying, versus you actually making money off of it. So it's all about, I would take that money and budget into marketing my music versus like buying stuff with it, you know? But I come from where I already have like, not the best life. I mean, it is the best life to me, but I'm saying like, I'm not like the richest person in the world, but I'm like, I do good for myself. So I'm not like, I'm well business minded. So I would do something different than what someone from like that never had anything or that came from a struggle would do with their money. You know, it's a difference. But own your publishing, man. Do your research. Get your head in the game if you're really trying to do it. You know?
Okay. So you have these projects out of the way. Would you consider, as far as managing other artists, or as far as like overseeing that, like?
I mean, I think I'm always.
You can't have that mindset for it almost.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna always be a part of music, like whether it's me or me, because I can songwrite, and then I kind of know I'm learning more about the game, and I know talent when I see talent, you know. But the problem is like, you gotta find someone that will be willing to work as hard as you, or that just want it more than you. You know what I'm saying? So if it came down to it, once you get to a certain point, then yeah, I wouldn't mind managing. But right now, I would rather songwrite before managing. Like that might be something later.
Right.
But honestly, my lane would be songwriting because I can write like anything, and it's like easy to me. And I write for a lot of artists that I deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like I help them write or I write it completely. Like a lot of the hooks you hear on a lot of the records, even if it's singing or me rapping, it's just like I wrote most of the hooks, and that's like that's my strength. And then when it came to like actual verses, when you write the hook first, now you can relate the verse to the hook. So you're not in a song where maybe you wrote the verse first and you're trying to make the hook match it, and then just the song doesn't make sense. You know, that's a lot of that. But based off the new generation, I mean, they like that stuff. They don't really. So you can't knock it, because I know when I was young, listening to whatever I was listening to, my parents was like, turn that shit off. Then when they was young, listening to whatever they listened to, their parents was like, turn that shit off. So it just was like a complete cycle. So it's like no different than me hearing, and I don't like not like it. I just think it's so simple, you know what I'm saying? And then I think everyone sounds the same, and I don't get how you can distinguish one from the other if everybody.
That's what pisses me off about a lot of these R&B cats, man. And now rappers.
Or the auto-tune, just the auto, because certain voices, no matter, it's kind of like if someone talks, and you be like, damn, y'all sound alike when you talk. It's the same thing when they sing.
Yeah.
If y'all sound alike when you're singing, and you got auto-tune on, y'all gonna sound the same, like, especially if you hitting the same notes, the record's gonna sound the same.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be like, this person is this person. I mean, unless you're a true fan of them, but it's like, I feel like it's saturated. It's too much of the same sound. It's like, and nobody like spreading knowledge to the youth. They just like downing them. They just telling them to take pills, kill each other, and this is cool and that's cool. Like wearing this, and you gotta be in name brand stuff. It's like they pulling them in the wrong direction, but they feel like that's what they like. You know what I'm saying?
And now we actually waking up, because now we're finding out about who these companies are. Like Hennessy, some came out of them. Adidas apparently was sponsored by Nazi. It started off being funded by Nazi corporations, I guess.
Oh Lord!
You know
I mean, I can believe it, man. It's so much stuff that goes on. See, like before all this social media shit came out, you couldn't keep up with everything. So it drives people crazy, because now you get too much information and you get too much fake information.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's an overload for people, you know, versus back in the day, the only time you heard something is if it was really big, it came on the news, or if you call someone, they hit you on the phone, they had to know. Yeah. Like, or be in the area when something happened to tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You remember how long it took for a rumor to fucking spread? Like, wow, man, shit takes one day and the whole world know, you know what I'm saying? Versus like just a little small community, so it's just like, it's too much with the social media, but that's what we on now, you know? And then, did you watch that Google documentary?
Nah.
The one that's talking about, the social media, how like people are addicted, and like how they try to advertise and put stuff on in front of you to keep you on the phone, and like,
I've seen stuff like that. There's actually a documentary called
algorithms and shit. Like,
wait, we not talking about
I don't know, man.
What's the documentary? It's called Social. Social. That.
Yeah.
I heard about it after.
I ain't watched the whole thing. I watched a glimpse of it, but it's like, I feel like it's so true, man. Like, there's some kids that like can't even be without their phone, or they can't even function like socially in real life because they so addicted to their phone. And then the parents just give them a tablet. Like, you go to a restaurant, ain't no kids sitting at the table with actually like either drawing something or just paying attention to what the people saying, or if they got a little companion with them playing with their companion. Nah. Even their companion right now will have a tablet. They might be playing each other in whatever game they got, but ain't nobody conversating. They don't. It's like the generation is a step back. Like, they said they're gonna start giving them their license later. They're not gonna be able to be age of drinking until later, because they're so behind because of what the society is right now. You know, we look back, I don't even think I didn't think it would be like this. Like, I love technology, but I think it's like, it could be an overload. And then with the social media, you got everybody trying to impress and be the best, and they doing the most just to take a photo, bro, just to post it online. Like, it's crazy, man.
Well, now the new currency is attention, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with that being said, which is why we're doing this here, extra attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once again, Marizi, we're gonna do this again. We're actually gonna continue doing things like these. You know what I mean? Next time we need to have the full house. We need you. We need Aja. We need Kimo Savage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
S-Rain Z.
S-Rain Z.
Daylight need to pull up.
You know what I mean? Bree, she gotta pull up too.
Oh man, Bree.
You know what I mean?
Bree, we miss you.
We We miss you, girl. Congratulations, Miss Concepcion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let the people know one more time, even though they know already. But let them know one more time, one more again.
Okay. It's your boy Marizi. Make sure y'all check out that Look Like Me on YouTube. You gotta subscribe to my channel. You gotta like it, comment, and I'm gonna show you love back. You know what I'm saying? Because I really appreciate it if you can do that. And you can follow me on Instagram at MAR. Which camera I'm looking at? This one? It don't matter. MAREEZYMUSIK. That's Marizi Music. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and then on Facebook as well. So y'all stay blessed, stay safe, stay strong during this pandemic. Thank you, channel, for having me. Shout out to
The Mr. Incredible Show.
Yeah, everybody,
You got
especially Mr. Incredible Show. But just shout out to everybody. You know?
No, man, but dude, once again, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
man.
Appreciate
Okay.
it. Love, brother.
Love.
And I'll leave this pull up later.
Pull up and slide.
Pull up and slide. Let's go.